Is it Bamf or Vamp? What's that word? My brain just farted.
No.
I don't know. Whatever.
Thursday. Welcome to Who's Your Main, folks.
I never know when you're starting the episode.
I like the cold opening. It's fun.
Okay, yeah. Okay, all right.
Comment down below if you think this is bullshit.
Yeah. Wait, our Nintendo sponsorship.
Oh!
You can't swear in the first 30 seconds.
I think I already fucked this.
Dang it.
If you don't know our names already, I'm Jared.
And I'm Nintendo.
And this is my co-host, Anthony. And together, we're going to talk about something.
Something. Someone is. I don't know.
No, we were reminiscing about a lot of different games, but we hadn't gotten to this topic yet, and I think we should reminisce about it for a bit. Kotor, Knights of the Old Republic, fucking Western turn-based. Turn-based? Is this really turn-based?
Well, you can pause it and
it's like
queue
ATB.
up spells.
This is like active time battle, Final Fantasy 7, 6, whatever. This is BioWare's like crash bash into my life. For me.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
Well, it's got your favorite setting, which is Star Wars.
Oh, fuck off. Wait, I don't want to talk about this anymore. That's it. Stop this fucking stream. Whatever it is.
I think this game was the first game where you could really do the who's your main thing. So I don't know if you can remember all of the characters' names. Who was your party?
You already
in
know.
Knights of the Old Republic.
Can you might be able to guess. You want to guess? You want me to tell you?
Go ahead. Go ahead and tell me.
HK-47 Canderous. Done.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, I tried so hard to play light side, but then you meet those characters, you're like, well, it looks like we're killing and stealing, boys. Hey, shut up. What was that fucking damn motherfucker's name who was the Han Solo guy, but he was a little bitch if you were fucking bad?
Oh, was his name Karth? Something?
Karth, I think is his name.
Yeah, he was such a nerd.
Oh my God. I was like, shut up. And plus my character was a chick and he was like hitting on me constantly. And I was like, why did I make a chick? Why did I do that? I'm already fucking like 60 hours in and I can't undo it. Well, what about you? Is it the same?
Well, yeah. So for me, it was I don't remember if she was in the first one or the second one, but was what? Gosh, dang it! I can't remember her name. She was the handmaiden. That was the second one?
That's the second.
The handmaiden was in the second one. So you had Bastilla and HK-47 were my two.
Oh, you used Bastilla. She was a fucking nerd too. Karth and Bastilla were the nerds.
Yeah, she was. She was smoking hot.
You know what though? They couldn't help themselves but try to fucking reference her ass in the latest movies with the chick who's I'm not even gonna. I don't even care. Like the fucking Sidious bitch. Like.
Yeah.
She was like supposed to be Bastilla, but Bastilla is still, even though I just called her a nerd, she's way fucking cooler than that bitch, bro. Oh my God. Then there's like Zalbar and that fucking Twi'lek chick. What was her name?
Oh yeah. She was like the super good. She was the goodest girl, right?
They should. Yeah. You know what though? She's the real Han Solo in that group.
Yeah.
Well, now that I'm thinking back, I kind of want to replay it just to fucking jog my memory. Well, maybe we shouldn't be recording this. Back it up.
All right.
Start over.
Okay. Hey, guys.
Mission.
It's Thursday night.
Shut up.
Welcome to... Oh.
God damn it. What a fucking mission is her name.
That's right.
Zalbar. I want to call him Zanzibar. Why do I want to call him Zanzibar?
Because I can almost guarantee you that we were kids and this game was like 70% of it was voiced and then I think like 30% of it you had to read. And I guarantee you when we had to read it, we were just like, that's Zanzibar. I know that word. That's Zanzibar.
Oof, talk, chief. Oof, talk, chief.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though? And then all the Twi'leks, shoopa poopa whoopa. I remember.
When we inevitably get off our butts and we finally go through with our threats and we make a video that's just us, all of our references of noise and like our brain worms. That's going to be one of them. Is that soundbite of every yes, that's it. That's it to a T.
What the fuck race was that? They were like a slug looking thing that talked like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? What the fuck were those? Somebody post that in the comments below. I'm gonna keep saying that until somebody posts in the comments.
Jeez, man, we keep asking, and you guys are just like, "Oh, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna lurk."
Don't fax me.
Ugh.
Stop faxing me.
Yeah, he hasn't turned it on yet.
I'm not gonna turn it on. There was another character in Kotor that you could just fucking kill her. It's like a Minthara thing. Juhani. Did you ever have her? The Sith bitch. I don't even know what fucking race she is.
Yeah. See. I definitely had her. That's who I was just talking about, the handmaiden chick.
Oh, right? She ain't a handmaiden. I don't think she is. She's what the fuck is this race?
Maybe I'm misremembering.
Hey yo, species Kotor. She's like a cat looking. She kind of looks like a cat. You want me?
Yeah, send it to me. I'm not thinking of who you're talking about. Then, hang on a second.
Chat. You can Google this too. Chat. Juhani. Juhani. I think that's how you say her name.
Oh, it's Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. Yeah. All right.
Oh, hey. No. This isn't who I'm talking about.
Don't say that out loud. We'll get. They're not sponsored. Yeah, because you like go to her and she's like, "Fuck you, dark side only. See you in hell, bitch." And then she'll fight you. Even as a dark side player, it's really hard to recruit this character.
Yeah,
because you could just like fuck up that entire dialogue tree and fucking. And you don't think that she's a good guy or a character you can recruit. But for me, Candrace, oh my god, that's what set me down the fucking
We're so
bounty
bad.
hunter
The
characters.
Mandalorians,
what are they called?
Right?
God damn it.
Yeah.
Man, thank you. That's what sent me down that path. Like, I didn't give a shit about Mandalorians or Boba Fett or whatever. But then Candace gets on screen and starts fucking running his silver-haired mouth. And I'm just like, this fucking guy, dude. And he's got the big fucking cannon. And I was like, I love him. And then HK's over there meatbagging you. And I'm just like, you guys are my bros. Even when I try to light side play through, I still use them. And they're like, what are you, a bitch?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay. Yes, right now. I guess I am.
Hold on now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I looked it up. So the Handmaiden, that was KOTOR 2. I'm thinking of the second game. Yeah. So I used Bastilla and HK-47, which, by the way, we haven't talked about HK-47. He is by far the best character in this series. If you haven't played this game yet, these two games yet, it's worth playing for this character alone because he is the greatest NPC. He's not even an NPC. He's the main character. Let's be real. He's. Do we spoil?
Oh my god, he's incredible. He steals the show, bro. As soon as he gets on screen, you're like, fuck, I love him.
Do we spoil what he is?
Yeah, you could say he's a fucking assassin droid. We're talking about KOTOR.
Okay, well, so he's an assassin droid, but when you get him, like, he doesn't know that that's what he is. You have to unlock his memories as you progress through him. But like, he still talks to you. Like, he's talking down to you as if he was still an assassin droid. So he calls you a meat bag. And like you'll take him on missions with you or whatever, and it'll be like interesting. Why did you choose to do it that way or whatever? And it'll be like, oh well, that was the right thing to do. And it was like, whatever you say, meat bag.
Yeah, idiot. Yeah,
idiot.
Yeah,
I would have just killed him.
I like when you unlock it and you find out that your character is the one that programmed him to say it because he said it one time and your character thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then just like cranked it up. Turn that up. Turn that part up. I like that.
Go ahead.
That's what sold me on Revan the rest of the way, too. I was like, dude, I like Revan. What the fuck? Like, you just make a gray character in Star Wars? How dare you fucking write good for Star Wars? The hell is this shit?
Well, and I think I am a very rare breed of Star Wars fan, quote unquote fan. I really enjoyed the prequels. I thought the prequels were really good movies.
I like the prequels, yeah.
And so this was my first foray into, because I didn't really pay attention to any of the other games. I didn't pay attention to anything that wasn't mainline series Star Wars. And so this was the first time where you got to, at least for me, change your lightsaber color. Because I always thought, good guys have these colors, bad guys have these colors. And then I didn't even know about the gray stuff, the stuff in between. And so
they ain't got that. That ain't canon.
Yeah,
Sorry.
well, it's not. But I was like, okay, so you get to change your lightsaber color to whatever you want it to be. You can be one lightsaber, you can be two lightsaber, or you can be the double like Darth Maul. I was like, this is the coolest game of all time.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Just being able to customize a Jedi Knight and a team, and then go through a story that's not like the original 3 movies.
Yeah.
The original trilogy, and not involved with those characters because it's like set so far in the past or whatever. Like, it was so cool. Like, man, I just loved that. I loved the second one is shaky, right?
Yeah. That's fair.
I mean, I'm glad that they kind of wrapped up the story a bit with the second one. And then they made SWTOR, which I don't know if you played that Star Wars Old Republic Online. It's still going, by the way.
Yeah, I did not play it enough to where I could recount any of the story details. I remember the cinematic, interestingly enough, because it was like 2 twins or something, right?
Oh my god, are you talking about Kotor 2?
No, I'm talking about the SWTOR.
I'll be honest with you, I don't remember.
The story was very forgettable.
It's not that it was forgettable; it's been a long time.
Well, true.
We didn't. Hey, surprise, chat! We didn't fucking prepare to talk about in-depth Kotor and SWTOR and anyway.
If you want our in-depth analysis, you got to tune into our other podcast.
Shut the fuck up.
Where we actually prep stuff.
Well, hold on.
I can hear your keys as you're furiously typing.
Okay, now listen, who was your party member? Because you already know my party members are in Kotor 2. Okay, now we can talk about your party members. Who was your main?
Okay. So
I'm fucking. God damn it.
So I had the handmaiden, but I had to look it up who it was. Excuse me, who it was. It was. I'm definitely not looking at the Wikipedia page right now, chat.
Oh yeah, who would look at that while we're trying to talk about a game that we can't remember?
No, I would never do that. It was Brianna. So I had Brianna, and then HK.
No, she had a name.
Yeah, I didn't either. And then I just always assumed her name was Handmaiden. And then you can get HK47 again, can't you?
Yes. Because guess who my party is?
Yeah, it was those. Who was yours?
Mandalorian HK47.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, there you go.
It's just Candace wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
Is that you, Candace?
No.
Where's my cup? No.
Yeah.
Put a filter on that. Post me. You piece of shit. He's not gonna do it.
I'm gonna press a button, but I don't remember which one's my deep voice and which one's my high voice.
No. Fucking beep. It's just beep. That's all. It's just beeping.
Oops. Sorry. Do I have more? No.
That didn't do anything.
No.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. I did it.
I need a button.
I want a button. I got 4. No, I got more. I got more than that.
Fuck off.
I got 8 buttons.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Well, chat, if you beat Knights of the Old Republic 2, you too can have 8 buttons.
Okay. Well, SWTOR is still out. It's free to play, and you can play through. It's got 2 sides to play through. It's kind of like old school Warcraft a little bit in that, where you pick like dark side or light side. But then within that side that you pick, you can make dark side, light side decisions and influence your dark side, light side that way. And then each class has its own fucking storyline. And of course, I played Bounty Hunter. I was sold on Mandalorians then. I think I have a type. I'm slowly starting to kind of realize that. It's either big bonk or big gun. That's it.
Yeah.
Me gonna shoot now. Okay.
Maybe, and you're right, this game is like this. Was this like high school, early college time? Is that when this came out? Because I'm trying to remember what I played. So I think there were multiple Jedi classes, and I was the Jedi mage, where you focused on the powers. I think
SWTOR came out in 2011. We were just talking about this the other day with Zero, because I was asking him about not preparing for this episode, mind you, because we're terrible at that right now. But I was talking about the classes, and he was like, I was the double sword guy. So not only do each class have its own like role, each class has its own like subclasses.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So you had Jedi Knight, Jedi Counselor, Sith Warrior, Sith Inquisitor, and it was basically you could either focus on being lightsaber dueler, or you could focus on the powers. And again, like me, I have a type. I picked the magic. I picked the powers.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can totally see that. Yeah. It's funny that people, everybody that I talked to about this game was wanting to play light side. My older brother, when we went to play this game, because he's the big Star Wars guy in our house. He wanted to play light side, but all the rest of us were like, no, I want to be a bounty hunter. Our other friend wanted to be an Imperial agent, and he was like, damn it. So he played a Sith warrior, but he played light side Sith warrior. Meanwhile, I'm over there, evil bounty hunter. I'm pretty sure I didn't pick the mercenary subclass. I picked the power tech, because you can shoot the fucking missiles out the backpack, and that was fucking badass.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was so cool. That and the like the classes. I don't remember. I mean, obviously for KOTOR you were a Jedi, but then you could kind of pick like if you were magic or melee. That was about it. But I just remember the Jedis just like having like shitty powers to my young mind.
They were so bad.
Like you come in as fucking a Sith Lord and you force storm the room, or you can come in and be like, don't.
Yeah, the Jedi power was like you get a shield or something stupid like that. And it was like, what? Why would I pick that? Like the other option is so much better. Oh, no, that's what it was. So you had the 3 tiers, right? You had good, kind of like neutral, and then you had bad. The bad was like force lightning, and then it would like progress, scale. But then the neutral ones were like push and pull, and then the good ones were like shield, and it would boost your stats. And I was like, why would I want to boost my stats? Like, give me the force lightning.
I could see that now that we could probably take that and rip it apart. But as a kid, it was like, this sucks. Where's the cool Jedi power? There's none.
Yeah.
No fight. No fight, girl.
Yeah. The Solomon Grundy, no fight girl.
Yeah. I was telling somebody about that, and they were like, they'd never seen it. They know what I was talking about. And I was like, Solomon Grundy, no fight girl. Solomon Grundy, what pants too?
Yeah, one day we'll do a Cartoon Network deep dive,
dude.
When they ran out of ideas.
I follow this subreddit. It's okay. I follow this subreddit. It's 90 cartoons. Shut up. And every now and then the Toonami things like come up, the old Toonami promos, and like those were so fucking awesome. I'm sorry if you didn't get experience Toonami, folks. I'm very sorry. You should go back and watch those promos, but I got rose tinted glasses here, and those hit me in the nostalgia like a gut punch. Like if I'm just like I get up for the day and I'm like, this day is shit, and then I fucking open my phone and here's a fucking Toonami promo. It's like Dragon Ball Z, the best action cartoon. I'm like, whoa, and then like a fucking promo, Kamehameha, like holy shit. We gotta get off the bus.
I just remember those had like insanely upbeat music. It was like that real catchy like jazz beat. Yeah. Obviously synthesized and used as a sample, but it's like jazz beat, and then you sample it, and then you're right. You had that really deep voiced narrator.
It was Steve Blum.
Yeah.
Steve Blum.
Yep. And then
Spike Spiegel.
Like all of those shows. It was like an explosion that came out of nowhere, where it was just like, okay, Dragon Ball Z, all of the anime came out of nowhere, and it was like, this stuff is so cool. Everybody at school was talking about it. Did you watch the latest episode? All of that stuff. But granted, they weren't all hitters, because I do remember there was like Inuyasha and Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball Z and Gundam and all of that stuff that was really cool. And then every once in a while they'd slip something in there that wasn't that do like Bobo. That was like, it was
like
hilarious.
Just weird.
Yeah, it was hilarious,
yeah.
but it was like we were too. Fooly Cooley was one where it was like we were way too young.
Oh man, fucking loved Fooly Cooley.
We were way too young for that.
Best 6 episodes of anime ever, bro.
Yeah, that stuff was so cool. But like, I remember they did this was like a deep cut. It was like at 1 a.m. one night, and I was staying up because I was sick. I didn't feel good, and I was just watching Toonami. They did like it was like a 1 hour special that was like the Daft Punk musical where they showed like the AMVs, and it was Daft Punk, and then they did another one for Gorillaz. And I remember those being on. It was like a concert.
Our entire high school was like, Daft Punk and Gorillaz is cool.
Yeah.
Everybody watched it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all watching Toonami, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. That blast from the fucking past on that is for sure. Like, I was, obviously we were exposed to a lot of fucking anime because of that. But fucking, oh my God. The other one that was just like, I felt like it was weird, but I always wanted to watch it was fucking Tenchi Muyo. Did you ever watch that? And he's got like it's like a harem anime or something now. I think is what that's called.
Yeah. So there's like the demon girl, and then there's like a magic user, and then
Ryoko or whatever her name is.
He's just a guy that like stumbles on, it's like his farm or whatever, and he stumbles on like the grave of the demon or whatever, and that awakens her, and then they all fall in love with him.
That's not her name.
And it's like,
yeah, Ryoko.
Yeah. Because I think
killer memory, Bo.
I think there was another one set in space where they were like space cops.
I didn't understand what the fuck was going on with Tenchi Muyo. I just liked it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a threat of him using his like weird like lightsaber sword.
Yes.
I just kept waiting because like I was obsessed with swords. And I was just like, oh, he's gonna use the sword, baby. And it's like, it's a fucking girl part where he's gonna like kiss him or something. Shut up and kiss already. This is pissing me off.
Yeah, it's so dumb. There's like 4 girls kissing that guy. This is so stupid. Can we fast forward to the fighting?
It's like, kiss him. Yeah, get to the fight. It's like a fucking young, dumb idiot. Like, watch the fucking anime, you dummy. I should go back and watch that. I wonder if I would like it now. I'd be like, I hate this weird gooner shit.
Yeah. There was a bunch of, I think that was the time period when they were showing stuff because they didn't really know what would hit. You know what I mean? Like there was one called like Big Zom or something like that, or Big Dom or something.
Are you talking about Big O?
Man, that's it, Big O, where it was like Batman, but he had a giant mech suit.
Big O was fucking awesome, dude. I want to go back and watch it.
There was just a bunch of really weird stuff. I remember they would do this really cool thing on there where instead of doing commercials, they would buy out like a 1 hour block, and they would just do pilots of episodes. And you could vote on like what was good and what wasn't, and then they would keep showing episodes of the stuff that got votes. And if you didn't, if nobody voted on it, then it would just go away or whatever. And I just remember there were such crazy, because you would never get that stuff anywhere else, and it would just be an hour of cartoons. So I'm a kid. I'm like, heck yeah, let's watch it. Some of it would be good, some of it would be bad. I'm pretty sure that's where Squidbillies came from. If you remember that show.
Oh my God, Squidbillies was so weird.
Where they were like alien hillbilly, the alien Aqua Teen Hunger Force, all of that stuff. Yeah, it was that time period.
Yeah, that time period. Fucking, that was Adult Swim, right?
Yes.
They just got weird, but it was basically like continuation of Toonami, and like there was like they were following us as we got older. It was like so cool. Like, I don't know what they got now. I don't know. I can't pay attention to that. Right. I gotta pay attention to like Paw Patrol right now. My kids are little.
Yeah, it's awful.
But you fucking jumping back to KOTOR, I wanted to talk about Mass Effect for a little bit.
Yeah,
because that trilogy was fucking awesome. Because that's where I think BioWare really took off, because they got away from fucking someone else's IP. It's kind of like, to me, it's almost like the same as Larian with Divinity and Baldur's Gate, where nobody gives a shit about Divinity. They make Baldur's Gate 3, and now everybody gives a shit about Divinity. And I'm glad. And I hope we don't see what happened to the same people who fucking made Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. That was BioWare, right? They made fucking Baldur's Gate 1 and 2?
Yep.
I hope we don't see a similar thing happen there with Larian and the downfall of BioWare. But Mass Effect was awesome. It was like this marriage of Star Trek and Star Wars. Finally, right? Like the two greatest like sci-fi space shit, like fucking married together in this fucking incredible adventure. Like holy fuck, dude. Guns, magic powers, robots, fucking space babes.
They did such a good job of. You're exactly right. I feel like the very first mission, they basically tell you like, okay, this is Star Wars, this is Star Trek. We have a lot of catching up to do. Just trust us, and we'll get you there. You know what I mean? Like the lore will come. Just follow us along for this. You know, because like the opening shot is that really dramatic Star Trek vibe of like, you know, people talking ominously, and it's like, oh, okay, so this is going to be like a political drama or something like that. And then it like shoots you right into the action, and it's like, okay, so it's Star Wars then. And then it just keeps switching back and forth between those two like mediums of, you know, political intrigue and talking, and you have to be kind of this charismatic leader, and but then you're also fighting and using all of your space powers and all of that stuff. This was truly for me the first, you know, because I say this all the time. If I have the choice between Fallout and Elder Scrolls, I'd take Fallout. This to me is like my jam. This right here is my RPG that for me, I sunk hundreds of hours into it. I got all of the achievements back on Xbox 360, 1, 2, and then I think 3 was when they retroactively went back and they were like, okay, PlayStation, you can have it too. And then I started the whole thing over and got, you know, trophies on 1, 2, and 3 all over again. Dude, the story was amazing. The characters were amazing. You cared about your crew, and the entire story is basically like, you know, this alien race is going to destroy everything. You know, not just humanity, but the entire universe. And your job is to like go to this council, and you're like, "Hey guys, there's an evil race that's coming. They're going to wipe out everything." And they're like, "Yeah, whatever, man. Like, piss off, basically." And then it's the entire game is just you being like, no, look, like there they are. They're right there. And the entire world is just like, nah, I got horse blinders on. I'm not looking at that.
I feel like if I don't care who you were, Mass Effect became your game when it first came out. I feel like people loved this game. I could be totally off here. I don't remember, but jumping to our favorite question, who's your squad? You know, who was on your squad, like in Mass Effect 1 at least, and then we can talk about the other two.
This is the first time where I feel like you and we can fit ourselves pretty neatly in boxes, right? Where it's like you can pretty much tell from KOTOR this is who you were going to pick. This was the first time where I was like, I genuinely care about everybody in this squad except for Caden. Screw him. You could die on that suicide mission. You could die every time. I don't care about you.
He was a tool.
He's like, oh, I've got headaches. It's like, we got bigger fish to fry, man. Can you take some Advil and fucking pull it together? So my absolute favorites. I loved Garrus is like your best friend. Like instantly fit into that role of like best friend.
What a fucking paladin he is
exactly.
in this game.
He's like the paladin dude, and then in 2 he kind of turns into that anti-paladin, which I love. Oh my
god, dude!
Garrus was super cool.
God.
Urdnot Rex was kind of your like stereotypical like big grunt
big
man,
boy.
And he's like the one that I love is like it's obviously a meme, a TikTok meme, but it's like Urdnot Rex in 2 is like, I'm not going to join you this time, Shepard. You've done too many bad things. And Shepard's like, oh, that's a shame. Be a lot of fighting. He's like, oh, there would be a lot of fighting. Yeah, a lot of killing. All right, I'll join you. You know, like that's Urdnot Rex is just like the ultimate, like, I want to fight. Well, why do you want to fight? Because there's fighting. He was awesome. Ashley Williams, I don't understand this. So everybody says that she's racist against aliens, but so she was the person that I dated, quote unquote, in the game, you know, Paragon, whatever they called it in this game. But her story is that her family basically gets killed during the fight against the Turians, the race that Garrus is. Her entire family dies. They're a military family. Her entire family dies. It isn't that she's a racist. It's that, like, without you getting to know her better, she has a distrust of your party. You know, she's basically has this idea of like the humans should stick together because, you know, this is an N7 mission. This is like the best of humanity. Why are these aliens here? And then you have to slowly convince her it's not just about what we can do, it's about what the universe can do. You know, if we tried to take on the Reapers by ourselves, we would lose. But if we combine everybody together, we'll win. And then she eventually, you know, opens up to that idea and becomes better. So I hated the whole idea of her being like space racist. So and then Liara is kind of like the very young, immature girl who matures as you play through the game. She, you know, grows up in front of your eyes, literally and figuratively. Tally, by the way, is best girl. She's I know you're supposed to let Garrus date her. They have kind of their thing, but she by far was best girl. Yeah, so
yo, that's who I dated. What are we talking about here?
So
Tally is mine, bro.
So long story short, my party was everybody but Caden. Caden can die in a fire.
Fucking mystery behind the mask that was alluring enough for me. I was like, fuck, hand on face, Ashley, out of the way. Give me the fucking mystery box.
Right.
And of course, Rex and Garrus are like, they're like two peas in a pod. I like having both of them on the team. I like their banter. Like Shepard. I like to hear fucking Rex say Shepard. It still echoes in my mind.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
Rex. Shepard. Like Shepard. Everybody else had I can never remember what they're called. Like I'm pretty sure that the terminology is called barks, like a bark. But you would walk by them and they would just say lines, you know, like ambient noise. But like you would walk by Rex, Shepard, Rex, and it's like a tip of the cap as you walk by. Just like that was so perfect. And then Garrus would always have the iconic line of like, "I've got to get back to my calibrations." But you know, if you let him date Tally, then he could get back to his calibrations.
Oh my! How do I cancel this? Cancel the podcast for that shit. No. I was so mad about this series. The one thing that makes me the most upset is Rex does not reoccur in your party after this game. And real shame. To replace him with Grunt in 2 was really poor decision making. I'll say this till I'm dead. Poor writing.
Yep.
Grunt is a terrible character. I understand his story purpose is like, okay, we get the Krogans. They're not going to wipe off the face of the fucking universe. I don't care. Like, we get Garrus back. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, so
what the flying fuck?
I'm speaking as if you, the audience, has no clue about anything from this game series. Obviously, it's very popular, but there was quite a bit of controversy while it was being made. They overpromised and underdelivered. When Mass Effect 1 came out, they said every decision that you make in this game is going to carry over. They basically said from the beginning, this is going to be a trilogy. Every decision that you make in 1 is going to carry over to 2, and every decision that you make in 2 is going to carry over into 3. So basically, your decisions matter throughout the entire trilogy, and then when you get to 3, it's going to be the culmination of everything. That was a lie. They didn't do that. And so in Mass Effect 1, obviously there are these major story decisions where you have to decide who lives and who dies. You know, like on a race or like on planetary level, you know, not just like in your party. I joke about Caden dying. You have to choose between Caden or Ashley. I always chose Ashley. But you also have to choose like what race do you essentially wipe off the planet. And then you get to 2. And then because of the decisions that you made, because there were 2 very vastly different decisions that you could make, instead of being like, okay, well, you made this decision, here are the ramifications of your decisions, they don't give you any of that. They say, you die as soon as, 2 starts, you die. All of your previous decisions don't matter anymore. Your entire party doesn't trust you anymore because you get revived by the enemy in 1. And they're like, yeah, fuck you, Shepard. We don't care about you anymore. We do care about you. Please come back later for our Paragon missions. But you can't have any of your old party anymore except for some of them. And none of your decisions matter. And it was awful. It was terrible writing. It was lazy writing. I loved the party in Mass Effect 2, but it would have been so much better. Grunt could have been Rex. That would have been fine. Grunt could have been a different character, used somehow differently.
Oh, they could have done a thing where if Rex was alive, he's who you recruit, and if he's dead, you recruit Grunt.
Exactly.
That was a Mass Effect 1 thing. I try to, the ambition here. We talk about this privately too. I hate the word potential because of this too. Is like it had a lot of potential, and then the ambition was too high, the potential was too high, and they were just like fuck, and they just fucking tanked the fucking series into this other thing where they were just like, we're making games. It's too bad.
And I get it, right? Like you can't have a game where the first one you have decisions, and then in the second one you have to essentially hire two separate voice actors, because especially when you care so much about these characters, they were written so well that you cared about each one of their backstories. And then in 2, they're just like, no, we won't join you. You're a clone. You know, it's not really you. You're a clone. We don't trust you. And then as the game progresses, they're like, oh, wait, no, actually, I do trust you. And, you know, like in Miranda's case, it's like, wait, I still love you. Will you take me back? And it's like, I mean, yeah, I guess, you know, and then there's no payoff. The character, or I got their names mixed up. I called Ashley Miranda, generic hot white woman. But it was like Ashley's story in 2 is basically like, I don't trust you because you joined with Cerberus, who were the bad guys. And, you know, throughout the game of 2, you eventually prove, no, I am Shepard. I am me. They revived me, yes, but I'm not beholden to them or their ideals. And then Ashley's basically just like, oh, okay. And then it's like, so are we back, or like, are we dating? You know, because the entirety of the game, you don't see her. You don't use her in your party. She's not a playable character. So it's like, that's the most hollow way of reintroducing the character that you cared so much about in the first game. And then, like in the case of Miranda, her character arc completely splits off at the end when you start romancing her, because she goes from this incredibly powerful, strong woman, you know, written to be a powerful woman. And then her paragon event is like, I need your help saving my sister, and I can't do it because I'm weak, and, you know, I need you to do it, Shepard. And it's like, the entire point of her character arc is she's this perfect woman who, you know, is imperfect, you know, because she's a human. She's human like the rest of us, but she was literally a test tube baby built to be this perfect woman. And then it's like, you get to the very end and it's like, oh, I'm just a human like everybody else. And I was like, I know. Yeah, obviously. You know what I mean? It's like the writing just like goes on this amazing journey climb up Mount Everest, and then it just falls off a cliff when it comes for the payoff on everything. It's so frustrating.
I got them all activated, folks. I knew it would. Yeah. As far as squad mates, did we already say what squad mates you'd take into? Who's your main 2? You always got to like have 2, right?
Yeah. So you always had 2. I brought back, I think I brought back Garrus, and I think I brought back Tally, and those were my 2. I know that's kind of a boring. Oh, and
I don't think that's boring. Garrus is completely different in this game.
I know, he turned, like I said,
he's before, so fucking cool. Like he turns into this anti-paladin. How did they make him cooler? It's not even that he's an anti-paladin. He turns into the fucking Punisher, man.
Yeah. Well, same thing with Liara. So Liara turns into this really cool character. She essentially turns into, with the DLC and all of that stuff, she becomes a shadow broker. She essentially becomes like this dealer in information and, you know, a spy. So in the first game, she's literally a child. You know, she's in her 20s. But she has no life experience. She has never been outside of her lab, essentially. And then through the experiences of 1, she becomes an adult. And then in 2, you find her, and she's the damn shadow broker. And it's like, wait, what the heck? That's you, Liara? And it's like, okay, cool. There were a bunch of really cool characters.
I just like how Garrus goes from like, it's not that he wasn't a paladin before. He was like, you know, like a detective police officer, and then he goes into full fucking vengeance paladin, which is the coolest fucking thing. He's like, are you evil? Shame. You're like, oh shit, Garrus,
shoot you with a sniper rifle. Yeah.
I love that change on him. That's a good suit, buddy.
I already kind of spoiled the beginning of 2, but like your character dies. You get attacked by the Reapers and you die. All of your party members escape. You kind of like last man stand, you know, hold back with your ship, the Normandy, and then you blow up, you die, and then
they blow up the Enterprise, folks.
they blow up the Enterprise, and then Cerberus, the bad guys from 1, come in and they scoop up your body and they revive you, And basically your entire party is like, well, he's dead. And so they all mourn in their own ways, but then you go through and find out like they're not mourning, they're getting revenge for you. And it's like, that's so sick. Like, you thought I was dead and you went on a killing spree.
I love you guys.
Garrus is like, yeah, bro. Yeah. And then you high five, and you like, then you pick up a sniper rifle and you're both shooting at the bad guys.
It's
so sick.
Fucking loved it.
Jack was a really. I'm on the Wikipedia page. I'm just going down the list. Thane was an amazing character. You have like this incredible like sad story of Thane, who's like an assassin.
I think about him every day almost. I feel like that fucking power they had to like crawl into their memory and live in it. That's scary.
Terrifying.
Like, I think about Thane is so cool. My other favorite character from this series, because I was so obsessed with Tally in the first one, is obviously fucking Legion.
Oh yeah,
the Geth. Oh my fuck! When they added Legion, I love Legion. I was like, this guy is fucking incredible. Like, Thane and Legion, baby. I was like, I'm taking, like, if I can't have Rex and Grunt pisses me off, as much as I don't want to, like, I want to use a fucking Krogan because Krogans are cool. They redeem him in 3 a bit, but Legion and Thane for me, baby. Tally for my bone.
Right. I'm just going straight down the list. So did you ever get the cutscene where if you were too high of romance option on Jack and Miranda, where they would fight and make you pick?
You know what? I don't know, because I didn't care about Jack and Miranda. I was Tally all day until I died.
So Jack's whole story is she's like this super biotic who has she's essentially the wizard of the party, right? She's the best caster by far. And then, like I said earlier, Miranda is kind of like this, like she's literally the perfect girl, right? Bred to be the perfect girl. And so she's the soldier, she's the fighter. And they clash, they butt heads constantly, because it's like Jack is the stereotypical like grunge emo girl with like the piercings and the tattoos and, you know, the tragic backstory and all of that stuff. And then Miranda is like the poster cheerleader girl, black hair. Literally half of the game is shots of her ass, where like she'll be leaning on a table and the scene will cut behind her and just be like, look at how good her ass looks. And then it'll cut back to Shepard, and Shepard will have that like shit-eating grin on his face. And it's like they butt heads all the time. Jack's backstory was incredibly sad, incredibly terrifying. Like the idea of her being a test subject, being submitted to, like, the reason why she's so strong is because Cerberus made her that way. And then you get to the party and there's a member of Cerberus on the team. Yeah. So they hated each other.
He always had this like ragtag group of everybody wanting to kill each other. Like, shut up, focus. Focus up.
Yeah, you got to point your guns at them. And then it was like that scene from Suicide Squad where they're like trying to kill the enemy in the coolest way to like flip off the other person on the team.
I do what he does, but better. Shut up.
Yeah.
Focus.
Smaller bullets. What does that even mean? Yeah, so long-winded answer, but my party was almost always either some combination of Thane, Miranda, Tally, and Garrus.
Well, now we got to tack on. We're really pushing time here, but I wanted to get the last like little bit of 3 here. 3. Yeah. I'm kind of shaky on I shouldn't be as shaky on the memory of 3. It should be like I should be shaky on memory of 1, but 1 and parts of 2 are very strong to me. 3 was just like it's almost like there's not a whole lot there. I feel like they had taken out a lot of the characters that I was really passionate about for the more humanoid-esque characters. I mean, Garrus makes a return, but and I think Rex is in like some DLC or something that you can get him, but he doesn't stay. And I was really pissed about that. Yeah. And I don't remember if Grunt was like, I kind of, you kind of redeem him a bit, but.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think we all had the same, 1 was really good. 2 was really good. 3 had such a bad ending that it just ruined the entire game. I mean, it's Game of Thrones. I have no reason to ever go back and rewatch Game of Thrones because I know how it ends and I hate the ending. It's the same thing with Mass Effect, where I would gladly play through 1 and 2, but I know that 3 is on the horizon, and so I don't want to do it because it pisses me off thinking about which color ending do you want.
You want red or blue ending? What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Screw you.
Who'd you bang in 3? Real quick, tell them. Tell the folks at home. They already know who I banged. Sally, folks.
Yes.
I danced with the girl I came with. Okay.
You banged the. Yeah, there you go. I'm trying to remember. I think in 3. I think you're right. I think I stayed with Miranda.
Yeah, she's in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I stayed with Miranda.
Doesn't Ashley or Caden like come back or something?
They do, but you can't play with, like, they're not a member of the party. It's just like, hey, remember how you like had to choose? And it was like, why did you choose me? And I was like, because we were banging.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I think you're hot.
It's like, but like, was that the only reason? Like, if we hadn't, obviously I only know Ashley's story because I literally could not stand Caden. I was so happy to kill him off.
Stop. Yeah, but I think everybody killed him. I wonder, somebody comment below.
Yeah, but Ashley's story was basically like, was that the only reason you picked me to live? Was like we were in love, and it's like, well, yeah. And then she gets pissed and she leaves, and it's like she doesn't ever want to have that get in the way of the mission again. And I was like, okay. See ya. I'm gonna go bang Miranda. It's you with a fatter ass. Sorry.
Hi, folks. If you're just joining us.
Hey, guys. Welcome to Thursday night.
I'll tell you about Blood Bowl 2.
Yeah. So
you ready?
There's this planetary war.
You're fired.
All right. Well.
Actually, you want to do a new podcast?
Yeah, we can start a new one. We'll do a Mass Effect podcast.
It's a Blood Bowl. That's what I was thinking. What the fuck?
Star Wars podcast.
Well, I feel like we barely touched on a list that we made for this.
I know.
But I mean, like, okay, these two games, these two series, they deserve.
We should do a deep dive. We should do a deep dive on these games. We should. Or I guess we just did. We just did, I guess. Yeah.
Not really. We just talked about who would bang and who was on the team.
Well, I mean, okay.
You gave some synopsises. Hey, 10 out of 10.
Here's the, this is very crude. It's very crass.
Okay.
There's the question that all men get asked: are you a boobs or a butt guy? And they have that option here in Mass Effect. You can either pick Liara or you can pick Miranda.
Oh, it's like, where did Tally fit on?
Weird alien girl.
Hey, just shove me in the fucking corner with the furries, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
God damn it.
Welcome
to your manager.
There you go. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There goes our Nintendo sponsorship.
Yeah. Well, folks, maybe next time we'll touch on some of the we briefly mentioned it. We need to talk about Baldur's Gate a little better.
Yeah, Divinity.
We need to talk about Divinity. Of course, I feel like. Well, we'll talk about that then. We're running out of time here.
We're walking them out to the car. We got to let them go.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah. See ya.